everyone. Welcome to another episode of Creator Spotlight with our special guest today, Huntress.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
Going?
really good, really good. How about you guys?
Good.
Doing
We're
good,
good.
doing good.
That's
Well,
good to hear.
Hunters, thank you for coming on. If you could, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my real name is Monica. I live in Texas, which is like one of the hottest states for me, in my opinion. It's really hot. We've been having a heat wave and a lot of stuff. But for me, I work as a vendor, so I'm close to the cards, the trading cards. So I know about the little ins and outs about what's coming out or stuff like that, as well as um, I love collecting Pokemon. I'm a big Pokemon nut, but I'm more vintage. I used to be towards just trading cards, but I grew into collecting stuff that are more obscure. So I collect that stuff as well as I just love collecting anime, anything to Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon. That's just something I love. And I mean, I'm sure you guys love, as in Funko Pops, don't even get me started with Funko Pops. Like, that's just too much for me.
I have a whole wall behind me.
I have a whole storage unit. I'm tired of collecting Funko Pops. But I still love it. I mean, the most expensive Funko Pop I have would be the Halo ones, the original ones, the Blockbuster and the Barnes and Noble's blue one. Those are the ones that are like $1,000+ that I own, and my most expensive Funko Pops.
Dang.
Yes, and I have them there. It's just that I don't want to show them because I'm just like it's too far away. But I will have it on my Instagram, so you guys can check that out.
Cool.
Awesome. So let me ask you, how did you get started into Pokemon and collecting vintage Pokemon? Because I know that's something that you're super passionate about.
I got into Pokemon ever since I was a kid. I'm a single child. I don't have any siblings. So me as a kid, I first saw Pokemon, which I know it was the manga first, but as kids, we don't really read books. We're more into visually seeing something. So my first episode was in black and white static. I was poor, and I remember those. I don't know if you guys remember the old box wooden TVs. I used to have one of those with antenna, and I remember one day just seeing Pikachu pop out, and it was in static, and I was like, "Oh my god, this looks like a really cool TV show." So I remember watching it and wanting to have the merch. Like I wanted a Pikachu plush, I wanted this stuff, but my parents would say, "Hey, I'm sorry, sweetie, we don't have the money for that." But I still didn't stop loving Pokemon. Slowly, the first thing I ever got that was a Pokemon item was pillow, the Pokemon pillow, which you would see the red and blue with Ash on it with Pikachu. That was the first Pokemon item I ever had in my collection. That's what I started off with. And I still have it somewhere here with all this plush that you can see here. It's still here. So I still have that. And besides the anime, I used to watch it more in Spanish because since I didn't have cable, I used to see it on this Canal de las Estrellas, or I would see Dragon Ball Z in Spanish or Bob Esponja in Spanish. Those were me back in the day. My first um, ever game, which you guys would think would be red or blue or yellow, was actually Crystal. I actually had gone Crystal, and I still have my childhood one to this day. I still have it. It was a hand me down by my cousins. They knew that was important. Like, hey, I know you never played Pokemon and you love Pokemon. Here's the Game Boy. You could have it, as well as Crystal. So that was my first game I ever played. And then it would go to the Nintendo 64, and that's how I got Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, and I just fell in love with those games.
Awesome.
Now, to vintage wise though, how I got into it was actually during TikTok. Um, I the cards were kind of draining me out. I kind of got a burnout from just getting cards and cards because if James remembers, I did do a lot of lives. I did crazy lives. I had a jumbo Lapras behind me. I would open like a bunch of Shining Legends, and I wasted so much money on opening cards. My one card I wanted to pull out of the whole set was the Mewtwo GX Secret Rare card. And the last box of Shining Legends I had was the one that I had to pull it. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm happy. I wasted too much money, but I finally pulled that card that I always wanted. But from that moment on, I decided just to get singles, and that led me to go to vintage instead. I started seeing things I've never seen before, and that people would mainly post on their Instagram was cards, but I wanted something different. I wanted my page to be different.
Mm-hmm.
But the Pokemon Go set kind of got me wanting to try it again after I saw that Bidoof kind of card with the Ditto. So I was like, okay, Pokemon, you kind of got me there. So we'll see about that set.
How did a sticker make the whole TikTok go crazy?
I'm telling you, I saw it because I'm not on TikTok as often as I used to, but when I saw it, then James shared it to me. I was like, oh my God, is this real? Like, we're not being Bidoof, right? Like, is it gonna be like that? We just peel the sticker and it's gonna have a Ditto. Because if that's the case, I just want a bunch of Dittos. That's all I want, just to peel a bunch of Dittos.
I hope they do it with more than just the Bidoof card. Like if they have a couple of common cards that they do that with, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I'm hoping they put it. I mean, it would be kind of messed up if they put it on like like on one of the VVAX cards that's a rainbow, and you're like, it's a Ditto. No.
What if it's a Ditto V card?
A shiny Ditto.
Yeah,
Like
I
rainbow.
wouldn't mind a shiny Ditto, but if it was just a normal Ditto, I'm like, nah, hold on a sec.
Or Radiant Ditto.
A Radiant Ditto, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was trying to
my
avoid
chase is the Greninja. I want that Radiant Greninja.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful card.
Cool. I was trying to avoid spoilers because I saw this guy talking about like why we're not excited for sets anymore, because it's in our face all the time. We see people getting sets early, or like whenever those those boxes come out, like the little ones with the 2 packs, the promo card and stuff like that. We see people opening them. We see all the cards, so it's not a surprise to us anymore whenever we open them, and we're not getting as excited to get the cards or open packs anymore. So I've really been trying to like avoid Astral Radiance, avoid anything Pokemon Go cards, anything, just so that way I can be surprised a little bit whenever I see some of the cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. It's the same way. That's why I kind of avoid TikTok all the time, because I'm gonna see it. I'm like, oh no, I already saw an opening. Like I know Leonhardt has opened some packs of Pokemon Go, and I'm like, nope. I'm like, I'm not even gonna see it. I don't want to know what's in that set. I'll wait until it comes out. It comes out basically in a couple of weeks, and then I'll open it myself.
Yep. It'll actually come out whenever we're in Collecticon, I think.
July
July, yeah.
July 1st.
Oh, I meant Astral Radiance. Sorry, not Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, no. By then, yeah, Astral Radiance will be out already.
Yeah, but yeah, Pokemon Go is July. Yeah, that one I'm actually pretty excited for. So Astral Radiance is. I mean, it looks like cool. I like the Radiant cards, but other than that, it's kind of the same thing over and over again. So I'm getting burnt out too. I feel it.
There are just too many cards. Is it because they're throwing too many sets at once? I feel like it should be, because it's like every 2 months we get a new set. Another 2 months, a new set. We're like, we haven't even finished Brilliant, Stars yet. We still haven't even finished. I haven't finished Shining like Fates yet, completing that set. Like it's because for me, I finished Hidden Fates. I'm like, okay, I have a full Shiny set. I want that. Shining Legends, have a full set. Evolutions, have a full set. And then I'm like, okay, give me a sec. I haven't even finished Shining Fates. Brilliant Stars, there's some alternate arts I want. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm gonna buy singles. That's the easiest route in that, my opinion, especially with all these cards coming out.
We've seen a lot of your collection on your social media. Do you mind sharing some of that with us now?
Of course. I'll start off with the small, and then we'll go to the big finale ones. So starting off with the small, these I'm sure you already seen, James, on my TikTok. We have Rose Art Fundo. This one is the second thing before actual Play-Doh came out. So the Play-Doh is right here. I have the full set of these. There's the Pikachu, and then you have Ash in his advanced outfit. So we have that. And that was Kmart back then, was $3. I didn't buy that for $3 though. I can tell you that. But then I have the full set of Play-Doh, which you have the Pikachu, the Clefairy, which I gave James as well. And then I have Jigglypuff, Psyduck, and then I have Squirtle. So those are the actual full set. There is a Squirtle Play-Doh, but it's super hard to find. That's the issue. There was a UK version and there was a US version. So there's 2 variants. Another thing I have to show you, I'm sure you probably never seen, is, and it's on top of something else as well. This is a Pokemon Miranda can. So this was more in Mexico. They had in Mexico, they would sell this orange soda drink. So this one has Ash and Pikachu next to it. And then here on the top, you have Shiny Bandai. These are finger puppets. So you have a Shiny Charizard, and you have the little hole in the bottom. I have 2 of these.
That's cool.
And then I have Charmeleon Shiny, and then you have Charmander shiny. I also have the shiny Bandai finger puppets of Squirtle, of course, Wartortle, Blastoise, and I have Ivysaur. I don't have Bulbasaur or I don't have Venusaur yet. Those are the two hardest ones I haven't found shiny yet. Another thing I have to show you is another can, and this one's Mewtwo. So this one was actually in Veracruz. This one was sold in Veracruz. So you have this one right here, and it's a really cool can. I don't know, I just love the can. It's pretty much their version of Coca-Cola, but it's called Colita Golden. In another way, it sounds weird, but I'm like, okay. Another thing I have to show you is a pinball machine
Oh
that's
my
still
God.
sealed. So this one's really cool. I got this a few years back. There's another one on eBay. I could tell you that for sure. And it's selling for like $200+ right now, a sealed one. I got this one, of course, not for 200. I had gotten it, if I remember, about 150. So a little under the price that they're asking for.
I remember when that came out.
Oh yeah, those I have one that's out of the package, and I have one that's like right now sealed. Another fun one is this bag. So this is the Pokemon the First movie bag from Warner Brothers Studio Store. So this is really cool because if you can see the art on the Mewtwo and the Mew, they're just different than the one that got released in the poster. So I don't know if you guys can see that. There's the Mewtwo right there, and then there's the Mew right here.
That's
So
cool.
that's really cool.
Hmm.
Let me see. So I have 3 more things to show you. Well, actually 4 more things to show you. This one's a little more fun. I'm hoping to get the full set of this. But this is a Pikachu piñata.
Oh,
I
that's
seen
cool.
that. I seen it on Grace's page. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So this Pikachu piñata came out back in 2000. There was a line of Pikachu, which is the most common. You have as well as the Squirtle. You have the Bulbasaur. You have the Charmander. And the weirdest one of all is there was a Gengar.
Gengar.
There was a Gengar one. Sadly, we don't know where they're at because I'm sure they were damaged because, I mean, they are piñatas. They're meant to be smashed. There's actually 2 videos on YouTube. If you go, you see 2 kids smashing up a Pikachu exactly like this one. And in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, they're just saying, dale, dale, dale. I'm like, no, poor piñata. But I mean, that's what they were made for. They're made for kids to smash. Let me see. And another thing I have to, I said, I have a lot of things to show you, is this Pokemon lightsaber. And this one is from the Gale of Darkness. So you have this one right here, which is really cool. It turns on still. So you have this one that lights up. Pretty much it's your Star Wars lightsaber, but just Pokemon. So I think that's really cool.
That's neat.
It's very, very cool. Pokemon Popsicles. I love this box. I own 2 of these. So I'm really happy because this was one of my grails. I love collecting Pokemon food products. I just think they're just unique. The artwork is just really cool to own. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this baby. This is my favorite one. This is the
That's
Lugia Hasbro, and I own 2 of these as well. I own 2. Sadly, the batteries don't work anymore because, I mean, after so many years of usage, you would just open it and it would just move its mouth, and it would make the cry. Lugia would make that cry.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
So those are all my collect. Besides all my plushies back here, then I have over there my closet full of so many vintage stuff. And my number one thing is my Pokemon arcade machine.
What is your favorite Pokemon out of all of them?
It's gonna be on this side thing over here, but it's Gengar. I don't know which side it is, but I think it should be right here, Gengar. And James knows it's Gengar. But the reason why I love Gengar is because I like ghosts. So I like paranormal stuff. I'm a paranormal type of chick who likes spooky things. I love horror stuff. I've had paranormal things happen to me when I was a kid, all the way until even now. So I enjoy ghost type Pokemon. I told myself if I would be ever a gym leader, I would be a ghost / dragon / water type gym leader. Those would be my 3 typings.
All right. Well, okay. So if you're going to make a ghost / dragon / water type team, which ones were you going to have besides Gengar? Obviously, what would your other 5 Pokemon be?
So besides having Gengar as my ghost type, my dragon type would be Tyrantrum. It's my second favorite Pokemon. Tyrantrum is a dragon / rock type. And then I would have as my water type, which I know is somebody's favorite here, I love Vaporeon. I do love Vaporeon, as well as I like Feraligatr. Those are my other 2 top ones. So
Okay. So that's 4. You got 2 more slots.
my other favorite is I know Lugia is considered psychic, but I do like Lugia. I don't know why that would be an exception. I do like Lugia, and the only thing is that the other two Pokemon are not part of that set. That, like I said, there's some exceptions. Is Jolteon, and the last one's pretty hard because it's not even part of the set. It was Mewtwo. That's the thing. There's some exceptions because there's some Pokemon, like those are my top Pokemon out of my whole list.
It's Gerald's turn for his famous question.
Oh yeah, Gerald's famous question. We need a thing. We need a thing like Gerald's famous question. Boom.
Yeah, we need some exposure. Boom, 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 boom.
So the question of the year that faces everyone in this system. No. All right. So we asked this of every content creator that we have interviewed so far, and we definitely want to know what your opinion is. What is your absolute favorite Eevee evolution?
I would personally say it doesn't exist yet, but because I would love a ghost type Eevee, but it just doesn't exist, or a dragon type Eevee. But if I had to choose, it's really tied between two of them. But by just a little bit, it'll be Jolteon. It'll be Jolteon, then second will be Vaporeon. That's the thing. So unfortunately, like I said, if I could be a gym leader, it would be the Vaporeon because I like water type as well. But I just grew up more with Jolteon because my husband has a connection with Jolteon. He likes Jolteon. We like Jolteon. Like, all right, so Jolteon was overall my favorite.
That's his favorite. We're asking what's your favorite. No,
I love Jolteon.
But for me, it would still be Jolteon, though. It would still be Jolteon.
Gerald's favorite is Jolteon. Is Vaporeon. So far, I think we had how many creators for Creator Spotlight? About 7, 8.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
No one's picked Vaporeon yet, and Gerald's
Not
heart
one.
is broken every time.
It's
I'm sorry, Gerald. I would, like I said, I would gladly say Vaporeon. It's just that I just love Jolteon more. I don't know why. It's cause, I guess because they don't give I can admit one thing. They don't get a lot of love to Vaporeon. They need to give a little more love to Vaporeon. Jolteon takes the light of Flareon over Vaporeon.
So where can everybody find you online?
So you can find me on TikTok as Huntress_. I used to be known as Pokemon Huntress, but now I'm just Huntress_. And then you can find me on Instagram, which is going to be a long name, but it's Huntress_of_vintage_collectibles.
Awesome. We'll probably link that down in the description below too, so that way it's easier to find you. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the show with us and talking to us and showing us all your stuff. It was a pleasure. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.